It's as good as it's going to get.
We are live. I'm looking.
It's tradition.
Adjustments. Always adjustments.
It's fixer-uppers. It's never an adjustment.
You know, one thing I should have checked was the mic. Folks, we have a completely new arrangement here. I have a new camera. We've moved around this table. I don't know if you know this, but we used to be crammed in about a 2 foot by 2 foot section with the camera, 2 monitors, 3 lights, and the keyboard and the mouse all in one shot. Thank you very much, Angry. It was a struggle, to say the least. I'm going to move the mic here, and we're going to lose all sound. Okay, I hope we're still there.
We're still good.
It does look so. This, how big is this room, Nanette? Do you think? I think
10 by 10.
Well, maybe it's not 10 by 10.
Probably a 10 by 12.
Searching for the camera here because the camera
camera's like this big now,
like a GoPro, but it does all kinds of things. I don't think I can get it to do this right now because I have everything locked. It's trying. Oh, it's not going to do it. Okay, we're not going to mess around with anything.
Your board shows now.
So, yeah, it does. So I might have to clean this because this is my big to-do list that I write things down before it gets to.
Things.
I know, but that if we do 12 days and they're still up there, that means that I don't get anything done. That's what it is. So a lot of new equipment here, a lot of different things going on. Nanette, thank you so much. Yeah, my camera reverted back. It has a mind of its own, so it changed over to look more to your right. I think it's right, my left, your right. So all of these changes, and I might mention this one other time during the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas, and it's not about this, but I want to thank you to our Buy Me Coffee members for supporting what we're doing here at Supreme Gecko. What we're trying to do at Supreme Gecko is get better and better and better with our content, giving more information, being more entertaining, maybe dancing a little bit, maybe singing a little bit. Most importantly, with looking halfway decent. Well, I don't know if I can do much more with that.
Wally is not doing the worm.
Yeah, my look is probably a 2 out of 10, and it's going to stay a 2 out of 10, unfortunately. But at least hopefully the room looks better, and hopefully things look better. I want to thank you again. If you want to support us with Buy Me a Coffee, jump over to our Buy Me a Coffee in the description. You can give us some support. You can become a member. We have a lot of benefits in our Buy Me a Coffee program. But this show is not about Buy Me a Coffee at all. This show is about the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas. Is this a giveaway day? No, it's not. The actual giveaway. Well, do you think we should give stuff away tonight? Maybe a couple of lives. Stick around. We are going to give away lives. Well, that was real suspenseful, wasn't it?
I didn't know it because I can't read the notes.
Should I pull that monitor up? Wow,
font.
111 p. Now I feel pressure. Thanks, Frank. Thanks for. I was so comfortable. Really, I thought there was only like 2 or 3 people watching, and Frank goes, "There's 111 people." Now I'm nervous. I'm sweating.
I will say you've probably been the calmest this afternoon that I've seen you in a long time with lives. Things went well, and you didn't struggle. You were very calm.
Well, you weren't here for most of the day because you got up at like 2 o'clock in the morning to go shopping, right?
I was up very early, yes. So if I doze off,
so when you weren't here, I was crying. I just sat in a corner, rocked back and forth, and cried. Oh, this is going to go so bad. No, it's not going to go bad at all. This is about the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas. This is the announcement. We're starting tomorrow morning, Saturday, and I'm going to commit to a time. 10 o'clock. By 10 o'clock, like I've done no work for this at all yet, 10 o'clock we'll have the how to enter day 1. And if you know, you should know at least. If you don't know, I've got it down. We have and I'm going to get into a little bit more details about this, but we have the how-to videos the day before or Saturday before on Monday. And then we have the live streams the day after, or in a case of a Monday, on Monday when we do the how to enter on Saturdays. So it's a video, how to enter, and I give rules and specifics on how to enter for the next day. In our case, it's day 1. And that how to enter will come tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock in our day one. This is important, folks. Here's a big change to the whole process. And I'm going to talk about the schedule in just a minute. We have changed from 6:30. This is going to be the last 6:30 for the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas live stream. We're going to go over to 6 o'clock. Why are we going to over to 6 o'clock? Well, I'll talk about that in just a minute.
Okay, time out for 1 second.
Sure.
I think you confused people when you said tomorrow morning at 10. We are not live. You are putting out your video on how to enter at 10 o'clock.
Yep, it's a video.
Okay.
So I have to create a video. I'll put it out. It will go live. It will be published. It will be available to watch at 10. Did I say PM?
AM.
AM. Good. It'll go live 10 a.m. Folks, that gives you a chance. That gives you on a Saturday 2 days to prepare to enter. And it's not going to take that much. It's going to take you 2 minutes. But it gives you a couple of days to enter before the Monday live stream drawing of gifts for day one.
Okay. We're starting at 6 o'clock now?
We're starting at 6 o'clock, and I'm going to talk more about that in just a second.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, how about that? Do you like that or not?
That's exciting.
I love the room. We've got to get that camera to show over all the work that you did over there.
I'm going to fix that later tomorrow.
Cool.
It'll be different Monday.
And Starla, it's hard, and I was going to hopefully read off the names. Hey, J-Bug. But it's hard because we have gone back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. There's a reason why we're going to go to 6 instead of 6:30 like we did last year. US only. And when I say 10 a.m. and when I say 6 o'clock, I'm talking about Central Time. Okay, let's talk about the 12 Supreme Days. What the heck is the 12 Supreme Days of what the heck is the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas? You want to, folks, if you know already, put it in the comments. What do you feel like the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas is? Put it in the comments. Nanette, I want a couple of.
To read it.
What are you reading?
The comments.
Oh,
I can't read them from here. I can't read anything right now. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to come back to that comment in just a second. I'm going to start it. If I don't come back to it in a second, I'm coming back to it at some time, Starla. What is the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas? In your mind, what is 12 Supreme Days of Christmas?
It is bringing the reptile world together. It's a community, and awesome vendors and donations come in to say thank you to everybody that's in the community. It just kind of brings us all together and lets us have fun for 12 full days. Okay.
I'm going to read off some of these. Laugh and have some good fun. Thank you. And what does that do? Well, it helps bring attention to other businesses and breeders. Thank you.
Perfect comment.
Thank you. Celebrating the community, the keepers, the donors, and everyone alike. Thank you. Gosh, spot on. My mind is blown because you guys are just spot on. Meeting new people with the same interests, making a friend or two.
I think I failed at my answer.
Folks, no, you had the umbrella look at the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas. So you had the umbrella look, giveaway and donation. Now, if you ask me, I'm going to get into the technical and spreadsheets and websites and social media, blah, 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 blah. Wally, stop talking about all that stuff. So here it is. So much fun. I can't say anything else about this. Giving back and connecting with the reptile. So, folks, this is our 13th year of doing the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas. And it was about the 4th or 5th year. The first few years was just giving gifts. And the first year was all, Supreme Gecko. It was us giving away gifts. I think we gave away a couple $300 worth of gifts. And then people wanted to join. Oh, sure. Yeah. Cool. I would love to have some donations from you so that you could partake in this giveaway too. And then it grew and then it grew. And about year 4 or 5, I started seeing, and you probably did too, but I started seeing people on Facebook and Instagram talking to each other that I know were introduced together in the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas and talking in a very good, productive, positive, friendly, interested in the other person kind of way. So there we are. That's what it's all about. I believe it's a way for vendors to show their appreciation to the community. Yes, yes, yes. It brings awareness to the small businesses and also brings people together. What is tomorrow? What's tomorrow?
Small business shopping day.
There you go.
I'm going.
You're going to a small business?
Shopping day.
Oh, okay. In short, the 12th Street, an amazing event where people get together and donate and give away to make a small community here. So you guys are right on. I'm trying to see if there's any. Yes, it's all about waffles. That's all that it is. Waffles, spreadsheets, and coffee. I'm looking down. Gathering of reptile lovers who give back to the community and introduce each other to all things reptile related. Nanette, do you see anything else?
Educate each other.
Educate each other. So that was one of the big changes this year from an educational standpoint. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit too. What do you need to do for the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas? Oh my gosh. I didn't tell you, but this year, and I don't know if you've seen the page already, the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas website is up and live. I think we just froze. Okay, I think we were frozen there, folks. Hopefully we're back. So the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas website is now live. Make sure, I'm going to say this probably 100 times during the show, make sure you go to that announcements on the very first page on the homepage and you watch the announcements once a day. Click, scroll down one time, announcements, because there's going to be points like today, Facebook told me I can't post more than so many replies. I used up my allowance on Facebook, so I couldn't reply to posts. And I couldn't inform people that there was more stuff coming through. So we're just kind of taking a look. What?
Are you serious?
Yeah, I couldn't post to Facebook. So make sure that you watch the announcements. If I have any issues, if my account gets, I don't even want to say
Don't say those words.
We will communicate very first and most importantly, foremost and importantly is through the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas website. It's in the description.
Frank, could you get that up there for us, please?
You can do a simple 12SDOC, do a Google search, it'll be the very first one that comes up. So I was going to mention with the website up, all the donors are up. All of the gifts are on each donor's page. All the donors' gift pages have been built. You want numbers? I've got numbers. This year, we're at 136 donors. This year, we're at 430 gifts. How in the world are we going to give away 430 gifts in 12 days? I don't know. I have no idea.
Holy cow.
I have no idea. There you go, Angie. Absolutely. Save it. Right. Take a knife and write it in your tabletop. And so you don't lose it. You want that like right in front of you all the time. I just busted a kid
for doing that with scissors at school last week. Don't.
So what's the total amount for this year? And this is hard because the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas isn't about numbers. It's not about any of that. But that's the only metric that I can use to say, oh my gosh, look what the donors are doing for us, the reptile community. 136 donors, 430 gifts, a little tiny bit over $46,000.
Wow. And
we are done. We are done with donations, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. Last year was a struggle to receive donations throughout the first week or so. And it felt like I was just going back. Yeah, do a QR code on your table. It felt like I was just going back and forth with adding and moving and changing the days. All the days, seriously, all 12 days are set in stone with the gifts that we're going to give away. Got a lot of games and everything going on. But right now, the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas website is up to date, and you can take a look at that. In fact, I'm going to, what do you have, Nanette?
I thought of a jail game or a game.
Thought of a game? I am going to see. You know what? I've got to close one of these. I've got two different pages out or up. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to share something with you guys so that we know what's going on. Hopefully this shares. Cool. 12 Supreme Days of Christmas. Again, you know, you can favorite it. You can look it up in 12 SDOC on Google and you'll find this. This is super important, folks. And I'm going to see if I can make this a little bit bigger. Give me just a second here. I can't make this. Oh, I can make this a little bit better. Bigger, better, faster, stronger.
I can see that now.
Yeah, it's hard, but you know, hopefully everybody at home can see this better too. So I want to go through a few of these because this is super, super, super important that you know how to find things here. I keep losing my page. Okay, home page. What did I just say? What did I just say? If we have anything that's going on,
home page 12 SDOC.
Scroll down a little bit. You can contact.
I screw it up every time I say it.
Yeah, you do. Everybody does. That somebody keeps saying that 12 Gecko Days of Christmas thing. Yeah. So here's the announcements. Did you see it? Announcements. Contact me. And then like almost every day through the event, we're going to have the very specific announcements. Hey, donors, if you're here, did I say it here? Yes. Hey, donors, if you're here in the chat, make sure that you check your donor page or the donor page and your donor gift page as well. But the first announcement live stream is right now. So you could have clicked, if you didn't know where to go, oh, what's the name of that channel? Supreme something. How do I find the video? It'll always be posted here as quick as I come up with the video. Like tomorrow at 10 o'clock, you'll see an announcement for day one entry right here under the announcements. And you'll find all kinds of stuff under this announcement. Care information has been added. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. Cannot wait to talk about some of these announcements that we have. Some of the updates that we've done. We have a new, I'm going to show you that. This is cool. Let's show the very first tab right here, and that's the donors for 12 Supreme Days of Christmas for 2024. You can go to 2023 if you want. You can go to 2022. Lots of good information. Hey, what is that? What is a special offer? Well, that's a special offer given by Ghouls and Geckos. Thank you, Jason. Through the 12, usually these are all through the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas event, but you can see all of these special offers. Invert Squad, I need a picture. I'll get it. We'll get there. So you can just kind of go through here. And I tell you what, I'm going to use the scroll bar here. Take a look at this, folks. A lot of special offers. A lot of donors. Don't go there. Don't go to the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas because I've been fixing all of this stuff and I haven't had time to put my own donations in yet. But here's the cool thing, and it says it right here. Click each donor's logo to see the gifts that they have donated. IG, FB, MM, PS, TT. What does all that mean? Well, I can go here to Rainbow Mjorms. I can click their website and go right to their website, or I can go right to their Facebook, or I can go right to Instagram. I'll tell you what, folks, this is a lot of typing in and copying and pasting. But here's the important thing. I want to show this right here. Southern Raised Exotics. You can click there. You can see, obviously, their logo. You can click on their logo. You can click here, go right to their website. You can see the value that they've donated. You can see the gifts. And then you can see the gifts if you scroll down. Like if here we have a gift 1 through 12. Usually they're different gifts, and you'll see all the different gifts. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm going to go back to our chat because I can't look at both of them at the same time. Sorry. Okay, gender, what species? Yeah, go to their pages. I'm telling you what, folks, get used to this website. Get used to this website simply because some of the games that we do later on are going to be very specific to winning a gift based on your knowledge of these websites. So now's the good time to go there.
So it's study time.
It's study time. You have some. Let me just go ahead and add this to the live stream. So you can see, I'm going to go back to donors. You can click on all these donors, find out. I tell you what, folks, we have great donors. Please, 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 and I do this all the time. If there's a choice between one of our donors and going to another donor, make that decision yourself. But if there's a choice between, I'm going to knock my coffee
Don't
off
be
the
hitting
table.
on anything.
If there's a choice between one of our donors and Amazon, and I have to pay a little bit more for one of our donors' products or animals, I'm going to one of these donors and I'm supporting them, period.
Mhm.
Okay, let's talk about, I'm going to get off my soapbox here. Donors, we talked about their donor gift pages, and each one of these has their own gift page. Here's an important one. So we've just started the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas. We don't have any gifts just, whoa, wait a minute. We have a pre-giveaway. So this is tonight. You can always go for day 1, day 2, day 12 and find the gifts right here. And it'll list all the gifts. You have to do that little, knockdown thing there, and you'll see the gifts for that day. That will also show you the winners after a couple of days. After they've been announced, I wait a couple of days and then put the winners on here too. And if we don't have a winner, then we have an unclaimed number up here. But you can see tonight we're going to do 3 different gifts: Sublime Reptiles, Strudy's, and I wanted to practice this name and I didn't. Menarid Geckos. So some pretty cool gifts here. So we'll get back to that later. Again, very important. That's part of this whole giveaway. This is pretty interesting. If you don't know what's happening when, you can always go to the schedule. Today is the 29th, day 1 announcement, and then we start. Remember, I said that on the 30th, and I didn't put these in there for a reason. The entry videos, but each one of these grays is a live stream. So we have the day 1 live stream and giveaway. Did I say gray or green? Did I say gray?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my colorblind kicking in. Green is the live stream that we will be doing the giveaway. And as you can see, we don't come close to Christmas. That's your time. Be with your family. Let's stop the giveaway before Christmas. And you can see it's tight this year. We have the last week here, we have 5 days in a row. We could have done that, or we could have done Saturdays and Sundays. We decided to do weekdays because the confusion maybe with the weekends. It's just something that we decided.
People have parties and things going on.
Exactly.
And cookie baking.
I know this is hard. I know this is hard. And I'm going to mention something in just a second about being in the lives to win. So don't let me forget that. Day 13, if we have unclaimed gifts, and we usually do, that goes into day 13. Okay, I'm going to keep going here, and then I'm going to go back to the chat. If you have questions, leave them there. I'm looking for a couple of things. Okay, so I think because I increase the size of it, we're not seeing them all here, but all of the tabs here. But if you should be able to see some of these tabs on your screen without having to go more. But you can go under the frequently asked questions. You can see some of the main questions that people have had over the years. Here's something new this year. If you've indicated on the form, the donor form that you submitted earlier in the month, or maybe a couple of you like yesterday, if you've submitted something for a special discount, here's where everybody can find all of the special discounts. Folks, look at this, 15% off, 50% of shipping for jumping spiders. This is a lot of specials, folks. Buy one, get one half off. Folks, this is crazy how much these donors are giving back to this event. Just absolutely crazy. Go here, get familiar. I wanted to do a specific YouTuber creators list. And if you're into watching videos, and some of these people, I tell you what, Sam does a great job on turtles. Jason does a great job on geckos. Oh my gosh. JP just is so enjoyable to watch. So you can go to these YouTube channels and take a look at some of their videos. Quiramax Pets, I wish I had more time to watch his, but great YouTube channel. Animal Care Reference. So last year we had 3 different sites where you could go for animal care. And we're going to talk more about this during the event. We're going to talk more about this during the event and make sure that people are aware of how to take care of their animals. But donors came back and they, I just saw the camera move. I don't know how we just.
The camera shifted?
Yeah, the camera shifted. So we're going to get used to that. Anyways, care information. You can see we've got a lot of people submitting great care information. Hopefully you can go to YouTube, find some great videos. You can also go here and find Glowing Geckos has a great gecko care guide, Midwest mealworms, how to raise mealworms, corn snakes, gecko care, arachnid care guides. IsoRare has all kinds of information on pill millipede care. What? Springtails. You're not going to find a better springtail source than Springtails US. Okay, what else do we have here? Feedback. I wanted to go here, and I'm not going to go into the link, and we'll talk about this in just a second, but here's the link that you can go to the spreadsheet that we collected last year. Go back to our chat here. Let me get out of this. Oh, wow, we really shifted over. I don't know if we can get back.
It may have refocused. That's okay. It's
yeah,
fine.
This is fine.
It just did a refocus somehow.
So we did a feedback request last year at the end of 2023. We got a lot of great responses. I think we were 500, 700 responses. I consolidated it down to about 100 or so. And off of that 100, then I got to work last year and especially the last couple of months. And we did some major, hopefully improvements. I feel like I should be by maybe cuddling more with you because the camera shifted. We're going to have to fix that.
It's fine. Just relax.
So,
they just get more of a view of the decorations on that side.
I like that. Thank you, Brandy. If you submitted a feedback request or suggestion, some of them we didn't do. Like some people wanted a start time of like 9 p.m. Some people wanted a start time of 3. This just works out for East Coast, West Coast. It just seems to work out a little bit better. I'm catching up here. I want to mention too right now, if you guys have questions about the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas, sit on her lap. If you guys have a question about the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas, make sure you ask in the chat. We're going to try. There's a lot of comments going through here. We are going to try to catch up as much as we possibly can. But if you have a question, throw it out there. Absolutely. Yeah, a lot of additions, and we're going to talk about that in just a second.
Somebody did have a question earlier about how often they could win throughout the event.
Yep.
Was it one time for the entire 12 days or not?
Yeah, that's really complicated, and I'm going to talk about that later too. And I know that we've got a lot, that I've mentioned we're going to talk about. We're going to get into that just a minute. We have 3 live giveaways that we're going to be doing tonight. Moderators. We have 2 wonderful moderators. Frank the Tank. If you see him popping up here all the time with links, he does a great job of throwing those links on, representative of what we're talking about. He stays current with the subject and adds it so you can go there. If we're doing, links to videos or something like that, click on it and open it in another tab and come right back to this live stream so we can keep talking and keep moving forward. Then go to that link after the live stream if you don't mind. J-Bug, thank you very much. You were such a key part of last year as well, and we love having you back helping out this year as well. Mm-hmm. Donors. Oh my gosh, we couldn't do this without the donors. We couldn't do it without the participants. Everybody, I can't tell you how many times, at a reptile show or talking online or anywhere, you and Nanette do so much for this. A lot of time, I'll admit, a lot of time. We spent last Saturday from 6 until 8, 9 o'clock at night working on the page, verifying links and everything. We're not perfect. We're going to have some issues, but hopefully we've minimized those. A lot of work, but this event doesn't happen without the donors, and it doesn't happen with you folks that are watching, that are participating. If you're a donor, don't enter for your own gifts. But if you're a donor, please enter for other gifts that you would like to win. Please.
With the
Please.
exception of you.
Me, I can't enter. There's a lot of gifts I want to enter.
Family is not allowed to enter.
Wow. I'm checking out. Where's my waffles check? I love
Waffles.
Donors, you've done a great job. I asked at the beginning of this whole event, instead of emailing and instead of Facebook and instead of Instagram and instead of TikTok, I've gotten requests last year from TikTok. Hey, I want to enter, and here's
TikTok.
And emails to Wally Kern, emails to Supreme Gecko, emails through my store. So we're talking about 6 or 7 places where I've had to go. And then, I build up the donors. And then if I have a question, then it's like, okay, where did I contact that person? I can't remember. And oh my gosh, I've got to go find their Facebook link. You guys, as far as donors, you filled out that donor form sheet this year. Mm-hmm. And oh my gosh, you did such a great job. If you were a little bit late with it, shame on you. I'm just kidding you. Everybody came in so well with that. It was wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you very much for doing that. I'm going to star that. Can kids participate? Because we're going to hit that in just a second. So I can't win my own gecko. No, JP, you can't. Only Wally Kern can win your gecko.
No, you cannot.
Blasphemy. Blasphemy. This was a note that I wanted to add here, and maybe I did, but I'm going to bring it up right now. Hooked on geckos. And now I know who you are. I know who you are. So Nikki and I had talked last year about a new design. So if you were in it was like, who's hooked on geckos? And Nikki's like, I'm hooked on geckos. I was like, what? The problem is I look at data. It's like looking at the matrix sometimes, zeros and ones. And I don't make some of those connections where I really should. So my apologies, 100%. So we've been talking about a design, and even last year, January, February, we started talking. Let's pick it back up in October, November, and we picked it back up. And I had a thought it's like a piece of clay, and I did like this for 22 seconds, and then threw it against the wall. And Nikki said, "Yeah, I can do something with that." I don't know how. I really don't. And she came up with a design that's just so cool. And she came up with the design like that day, I think. And I said, well, can you do this and this little, I hope little changes. And oh my gosh, folks, are you going to be impressed? So when did the shirts become available? Again, we're going to do a very limited run. They're going to be very, very, very expensive. I was going online for my Christmas list.
Very, very expensive.
And for my Christmas list, I was looking for t-shirts, and I was finding them $35, $40, $45 for t-shirts.
Ours are not going to be that expensive.
They're not. So we make a tiny bit of money off of our t-shirts. All that money goes right back to our son, who prints them out and spends way more time with this whole process than he's going to get any money, but he's going to get a $1 or $2 off of every t-shirt.
He can go to McDonald's.
He can supersize his meal if he wants to, if that's what he wants to do. But Nikki, wow, the end product, being a project manager for, 90% of my life, I'm a task manager and micromanage. And I just pretty much said, Nikki, here's something, go off. And it's like, I don't know what to say because I don't have any, input. This is done. This is perfect. So
it was awesome.
We're looking forward to that. And we have actually.
You asked when it was going to be. You said, when is it going to roll out? You didn't tell them.
And actually.
Oh, sorry. See, this is the problem. I can't read your spreadsheet.
Stickers as well. Crafts with Pudge.
Right. Yes, created the stickers.
Created some amazing stickers, and those were going to come out as well. When you might ask? Well, they're all going to show up Monday, so absolutely be in that Monday live stream, and you're going to love what you see in Monday's live stream. Okay, we
nothing else on Monday.
Yeah, we might give away a gift or two.
You're not rolling out anything else on Monday?
Cocoa Bombs?
Is that what you mean? When are you rolling that out?
Monday.
Okay, you didn't mention that.
It was going to be a secret, but now that you spilled the cocoa powder. I don't know what to. Okay, we talked about the improvements. I just want to read a couple of these off, just really super quick here, because this is coming from you guys, you as participants last year. I talked about the you submitting. Not, I don't want to call them requests, just suggestions, because every single one of the suggestions, I'd never, ever felt like any of the suggestions were, you guys really stink at this and you need to fix this. I don't think any of them were that way. Every suggestion that we got was, what do you think about doing this? So I want to read off some of these that we have implemented. Go ahead.
Just take the message off the screen.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You left it there
I'm sorry. Okay. Will there be cocoa bombs? I think there might be. We need Nikki's information. Nikki, add whatever you want to this live stream right now. You can always, folks, and ML, you can go over to the donors page, and Nikki is a participant, a donor this year, and she has been for
Hooked on
Geckos. I'm sorry, Hooked on Geckos. Nikki Hooked on Geckos. So go over to the donor page, and you can get all of her information that you need. Or Nikki, go ahead and make the or put the link here. Okay, I want to talk about these because this is some work that I've done, and I'm kind of proud of where we've gone with this. But mostly, I'm proud of you guys for submitting great suggestions like this. So the very first one is shorter live streams and people didn't want to hear me blabbing, so we're okay. Shorter live streams and do kids first. People were very concerned with live stream starting at 6:30 and the kids get the kids gifts. We're going to do kids gifts 12 days this year. 12 days, 12 Supreme Days of Christmas. 12 kids gift giveaways. 12. So people wanted the kids' gifts to be done a little bit earlier. So I'm going to talk about both of those things right now. We're going to start, I mentioned that we're going to start the live streams at 6 o'clock, and we move it kind of, sort of, folks, kind of, sort of. We're going to start the live streams at 6 o'clock for the kids. And guess what? Are you doing the live stream or the kids' gifts?
Nope.
You want to mention that?
We have a special little friend named Crystal.
A special little.
She is going to
shelf on an elf.
Little elf is going to come in and do all the kids' gifts for us this year, and then she'll be done after that, and then she'll go back and do her homework. So
we're going to start the lives at 6 o'clock. If you don't want to show up at 6 o'clock, if you don't have kids, if you don't want to really spend another 15 minutes, we're going to be scheduled. I literally am going to have a timer. We're going to cut it off exactly when we need to cut it off. 6 o'clock, excuse me, to 6:15 is kids time. 6:15 to about 6:45 to 7 o'clock. We're going to shoot for 6:45. That's my goal. We'll see how I do. So 7 o'clock. We've got some days we have 40 gifts. So I'm shooting for a half hour each one. We're going to try, if we go 45 by 7 o'clock. So that's really for you guys that really want to come for the drawings. That's only 45 minutes. Last year, the lives were an hour and a half. So we're really going to shoot to keep this a little bit quicker for everybody involved, because everybody has other stuff going on. So what does that mean? 6:45. Then what? Then what do we do? Well, 6:45, 7 o'clock is the after party. Somebody suggested calling it the after party. And I thought, wow, that is so cool.
And how long is that going to be?
Samantha, I am going to star your question about be on the live to win. So the after party is going to be kind of extra stuff that we were doing last year at the beginning. We're going to throw that at the end, like donor videos, like maybe having a donor or two on the live with us. It's going to be live gifts. We're not going to do the live gifts other than the kids from 6 to 6:15. And then, say that again. Yeah. The kids' gifts are 6 to 6:15. Then we're going to have the real drawing that you entered into, like with from off the how to enter videos. We're going to have those gifts, usually around 30 to 40 gifts from 6:15 until about 6:45 to 7 o'clock. After that, then we're going to have some live gifts that we'll give away as well, and we'll chat and we'll be a little bit more casual. So that's going to be the casual part of it.
Wow.
Does that make sense? Does anybody have a question about that?
You have that schedule written somewhere on the announcement page?
Absolutely. I don't on the announcement page, but
we'll
talk about, okay. Are the kids' gift different, or do the kids have the ability to win live animals? Grace, I don't think, I'd have to go back. I don't think there's any live animals other than maybe jumping spiders. One of the things that I really, really wanted was not to have the kids, winning animals if they weren't sure how to take care of them. And I really didn't want the kids winning a live animal and mom and dad have to take care of the live animal after 4 to 6 months. So to be very frank, that's where we're at.
Different kinds of things. So there's lots of cool gifts.
There's a lot of cool gifts though. Donors, again, separated out their gifts and said, this is for the kids. And there's some super cool gifts for the kids this year. What else on the after party? I think it will be just more fun. We might have some games during the after party. We certainly, if we do a Find Waffles, that's going to be excluded from the kids. It's going to be excluded from the gift drawing. It will be more on like the games and things like that. Hope that makes sense.
Okay. Are you going to address if you have to be in that live to win?
Okay, I'll address it right now. Good question.
I didn't know. I'm just.
Do you have to be in the live to win? Only the live gifts. So for the kids have to be there. Kids have to be there 6 to 6:15. We're asking 15 minutes for the kids. Okay. So those are all going to be live gifts, and we'll draw names. And to be very, frank about it, we're hoping that everybody. This is going to be fun. And it's supposed to be fun, and it's supposed to be for the kids. So we're hoping that, Wally Kern, 60-year-old Wally Kern doesn't enter for a 3D printed toy. So everybody, this is going to be fun, and that's the whole intent.
A question about
you have to be in the live. So you have to be for the kids. You have to be for the lives in the after party. But again, we're going to have 30 to 40 regular gifts that you're going to do something to enter in. Like the day before, Saturday and Monday, a couple of days before. Once you enter in, then you don't need to be, you're in, and we'll draw the names, and you do not see the camera just moved again, probably shaking my hands. But then after that, it might be, that. I can't use my hands. I'll hold them down here. So after you enter, then for the gift drawing, you do not have to be there. You do have to watch the video after the fact, at least the live stream. If you've entered to find out if you won. I'm not going to, for 40 gifts, I'm not going to try to contact everybody. You have to contact me, and that'll be through a form, and I'll actually it's in the description right now.
There's a question right above hers, and I think that's
can kids enter all the events? Kids are for the kids' gifts. Only? Good question. Only.
They are not allowed to enter any of the other entries.
Would rather that they don't.
Okay.
We're going to change up, and I'm coming to that in just a second. I wanted to get a Starless point out there. I have classes Wednesday and Thursday. I just mentioned you can watch the lives after the fact. They're going to be, live. I don't know if the live drawings, if you entered for a live drawing, let's say for day 3, and you can't be there that Wednesday night, I guess that would be, day 1. If you enter for day 1, you can't be there Monday night to see if you won. You can always watch that live later. Absolutely. That's what I wanted to bring. Okay. Got that. A lot of messages. You guys are asking some great questions. I don't know if I'm keeping up. Somebody wants to see. I can't go right enough. Manatee. Love manatees. Love. Can I enter for my granddaughter? Good question. We'd like to have your granddaughter there. This whole thing is to build up the interest and build up the the camaraderie. We want to build up the passion for reptiles. It doesn't, for me, in my mind, it doesn't make any sense if we have our granddaughter who's 2 not here and for me to, or Nanette to enter for a gift for that. That's my thought. So what age brackets for the kids? I'll have more on that later, but I think probably 12 years old. I don't know. Let's talk about that after the show. We're going to come up with an age, but it's going to be younger. It's not going to be 14, 15, 16, 17. It's going to be a little bit younger. Good
So
question.
then the older kids can enter. Anybody, the kids, once we cut off that age on the
Yes.
age, then
yes.
the older kids can enter anything.
So it's
So why don't you
literally
just say 12 and under. We're going to put in the
cool.
kids draw.
I like it. 12 and under is kids, and 12 and 13 and older is adults.
Yep.
And Jake, no worries. Thank you for joining us. You can always watch this after the fact as well. Okay, for people who need the accessibility options, will the lives have transcripts this year? We haven't done anything with transcripts. I worked on that last year, and it was a huge time-consuming process. If anybody knows how to do that easier, I'm certainly all yours. Contact me after the show on Facebook. I would love to give that. Love to do that. Maybe 12 and 13, I really want this more for the. Yeah, 100%. I agree. Go. Write down Pika doesn't get to enter. I'm just kidding.
You should see the notes I'm writing.
I watched a Blackhawks game today for the first time in a long time because we're in Milwaukee and they're in Chicago, obviously. So it was a fun time. Okay, we talked about that. Can I enter for my granddaughter? We talked about that. Manatee, how do you sign up for the gifts? Good question. Watch the how to enter videos.
Can siblings enter? Oh, go back up.
Oops, what?
Something just said can siblings enter? Keep going.
Absolutely. So for the kids' gifts, yes.
Okay.
Cool. All right. I'm going to move that. I'm going to kind of come back. Okay, we talked about the time frame, time on how to enter videos. We talked about 10 a.m. the day before the drawing for the live stream. So this is going to be a set time. This was a request in our people were requesting last year. You watch those, Nanette, and if you see something, put it on the screen while I'm talking about this. People wanted a set time. When can I expect that video on how to enter? So we're going to do it 10 a.m. Central Time, the day before the how to enter. So if I go back to our screen, I'm going to show you just real quick here. Bear with me. So if I go to our schedule, you can see that we have the live streams where we're giving away the gifts Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So Tuesday and Thursday we'll have the how to enter, but I'm going to give you a little bit more time on the Mondays. So we'll do the how to enter videos, not live streams, videos on the Saturdays before the Monday, if that makes sense. So we'll have one tomorrow, we'll have one the 7th, we'll have one the 14th, and we'll have one the 21st. So you actually have 2 days to enter, but every other day you only have 1 day to enter for Wednesday's drawing and Friday's drawing. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. Any other comments? Okay. Angry Dwarf or so the how to entries are separate videos from the live stream. Yes. So we'll have a how to enter like the day before, like I just mentioned. Then we'll have a live stream, live. And that's at 6 a.m. Central Time.
6 p.m.
6 p.m. like we just on the schedule. And we'll do the actual drawings. But you have to watch the how to videos, not live stream, the videos at 10 a.m. before the giveaways to know how to enter for that next day. Thank you, Frank. Thank you.
I know. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'm confused. Brandy, send us a PM.
Yes,
we'll explain this a little bit clearer for you.
Yes.
I'm reading your message 2 different ways now, and instead of doing it now, we'll talk later.
Yeah.
I should make a note too.
Cool. It was a request that we do more promoting for the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas this year. So I've been doubling up the amount of posts that I've been putting on Facebook and Instagram. Haven't done any TikToks. I've lost track of time. I might start doing more TikToks. But I also looked up 150 different creators of YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and I went to their Instagram account or Facebook account. I went like all over the place to 150 different people. Sam, you were one of them. And asked them if they wouldn't mind promoting the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas. And I actually did a video. It took me a morning to do a 1-minute video for the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas because I talked so much and I had to condense it so far. But I sent that video. It's actually out as a YouTube video and people watched it. Thank you very much. But they can use the video. They can have me on their show. They can mention the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas. I gave them the links. So hopefully, we'll get more exposure. If anybody sees any YouTube creators or whatever, talking about the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas, I would love a PM and I would love to thank them personally for sharing. Now, 150, hopefully we get a few. I don't expect every single one to do something, to help us share, but this is up to you guys too. Put it out there, put the word out there. And a lot of you have done that already. Donors, I feel like that's always, and I don't want to be negative here, but it's always a struggle with the vendors asking them to promote at least their days when they're giving away gifts and say, come and watch, because we try to promote the donors as much as possible. And part of that has to be coming from the donors as well. So, if you're doing that, thank you very much. Live animal care. You saw the page just a little bit ago, how we've built that up, and that's from the donors submitting as well. Share the links. Thank you. Yes. Love it. I lost my place. Live animals. Donors have contributed links and information. We want to build that up. We want to make sure that nobody enters in for a live animal if they're not set up, number one, for the live animal, and they don't know how to take care of it. So that's why we're pushing this so hard to have that animal care page, and we built that up, I think, pretty nicely. Okay, here is a big one. I'm going to see if there's any questions. Thank you. Yeah, you did. Thank you very much, Bobby. Thank you very much. Here's one of the big ones that we had a request last year. We had a couple of winners that won multiple times. 2 times is, I think, okay. I mean, that's going to happen. 3 times, somebody's being pretty doggone lucky. We had at least a couple of winners win 4 times last year. And one of those winners won, I think, 3 of the big gifts. And, we didn't have anything last year talking about that. We will this year. We want the generosity of the donors being spread out as much as possible. So while we love somebody being excited about winning 3 or 4 times, especially the big prizes, especially the big gifts, we're going to change it. And if you remember last year, every day has a group A, which are smaller gifts, $20 to $100 or so. It depends. I'm going to come back to that. So we have group A, $20 to $5 to $100, whatever. And then group B is $100 to maybe $150 to $180, $200, depending on what the gifts are that day. And then group C are the big ones. This year, I'm going to get back to my notes so I say this the right way. This year, you can win 1 time in group C. You can only win 2 times in group B.
Through the whole time.
Through the whole event. So if you win in group C, you're done for the rest of the event and winning for C. Why is that? Again, because we want to spread the wealth of these generous donors. And there's still plenty of gifts to win. It doesn't mean that you're done. there's some wonderful gifts to win. Even if you've won one of the big ones in day 3, keep entering so that you can. We're trying as hard as we can, Julie, hard as we can to keep things on the up and up and fair for everybody. So I mentioned that 1 time for Group C, 2 times for Group B. I might change that, and folks, don't come back and say, well, you said, only 2 times. We're trying to perfect this as much as possible and make this as fair as we possibly can. So, and then for Group A, 1 time per night. So you can win, 12 times during the event for Group A. That's the smaller events. I think that's really super fair. Yes, Lone Tree. I hope that does make sense. What about the videos you did about trying to get new donors? Did we miss the giveaway for that? There wasn't a giveaway. I'm sorry. I should have read that right away. There wasn't a giveaway. That was just a video kind of sharing, right?
No.
Read
that again.
Okay. I just lost it. Sorry.
I think they're talking about the one that's tonight.
So there was and my mistake, if this was what you were talking about, I'll never be able to find it again. There's too many. If you were talking about the first gift, you could win one of 4 different gifts
tonight.
That's being drawn tonight. That's on my list coming up in 2 more topics. Yeah, we're pulling a name for that in just a few minutes. Yeah, so hang tight. Yep. Hang tight, folks. Does that hang tight? I don't know.
I think so. Don't do that again.
There was a request, and we had this actually during the event. I don't know if I should enter. I don't know this donor, but they're giving a gift certificate for $100, and I don't know. So what we asked on the donor form was for them to give us a brief description of their business. Do you sell snakes? Do you sell anything other than snakes? Do you sell hard goods? Give us an example of the things that you carry that a winner can pick from. And sure enough, everybody gave us great examples. I think one person actually put their gift description back in their business description. Son of a gun.
Does anybody sell moo cows?
Nobody sells moo cows. Sorry. I apologize profusely for nobody selling moo cows. Nor goats. Nobody sells goats.
And no baby goats either.
And nobody sells snakes, unfortunately. So you can't get a snake. Sorry. No, everybody sells. A lot of our donors sell snakes. So anyways, go to, I'm going to show you again. I'm going to get over there, maybe. And if you go to their donor pages, this is super cool. And if I page down for you guys, I can go to something like, we already looked at that one. Let's go to Sublime. Let's go to Melissa's page. Actually, I did that completely wrong, didn't I? And now I probably don't have it. There we go. You've got to click on the icon, not the link. So look at this. So Melissa has told us we focus on New Caledonia species for those with discerning tastes. Do I have discerning tastes?
Mm-hmm.
In women, I do. Yes, absolutely.
Women.
We focus on animals that are yellow and orange. So you can read. Before you enter for a gift, go to that donor's page and read what they have available. Wow, that sounds like that might be one of the gift or the game ideas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, somebody has a question here, and I'm going to get back to my list. I guess the question I have is, if you win a live animal and you don't have a setup currently, would that disqualify you from winning?
We don't know that you don't.
So think about that for a second. How would we, unfortunately, we don't know that. We don't know if you have a setup or not. We're preaching, look at the care guides, get set up now for your live animals. If you go to the gifts page, and I strongly suggest that everybody focuses for an hour or so and just go through the gifts and find out what people are giving. There's going to be a lot of crested geckos. There's going to be gargoyles. There's going to be kahuas, chahuas. There's going to be skinks. There's going to be green forest lizards. There's going to be, I'm trying to think of some of the other hognose. Go to the care sheets and understand and set up your enclosure right now. also, before you do all that, go to your state's legalities and make sure that you understand what you can win and what you can't win. I know hognose are not allowed in Georgia, if I remember right. Jumping spiders aren't allowed in Florida. What? So, and I might be off. Somebody can correct me on that if they know.
You might be off.
Yeah, don't take my word for that at all. Okay. Talked about that. More games. We're going to have more games.
Mm-hmm.
More diversity of gifts. Early ask businesses to donate. Only. So here's the thing. Okay. Okay, I'm going to cover that real quick here. Tom from Southern Raised Exotics is saying it's going to be winter and shipping will likely not happen for most breeders until January at the earliest. We're not shipping anything in December. I tell you what. So off of his comment, we had somebody, I'm going to tell the story real quick. I know it's running late and I still have plenty of stuff to do here, but we had a donor that contacted me after a like December 15th gift poll. The winner wanted the gift and the donor, the snake breeder, said, well, I can't ship until probably March-ish. And the winner said, no, you have to ship now because I promised my son that snake would be wrapped under the tree for him on Christmas Day. And the donor, right? And the donor came back and asked me, what should I do? And I said, it's 1,000% up to you. You have to feel comfortable. That dog is going nuts. You have to feel comfortable with the days that you're going to ship, and it's 100% up to you and not the winner. Everything is up to the donors. If the donors say it's not safe, I'm going to back them up 1,000%. Hopefully that clears up that. We are having a drawing tonight. We're getting there. I know I'm blabbing. Where did I leave off? I thought I was going to mention something else, but more diversity of gifts. So we did a first gift, and I asked, because we had a request for more diversity in our gifts from last year. I love that. I love that. Reptile related, invert related, different types of gifts. We have some really diverse gifts this year, but I would have loved to have had more diversity. And it is what it is. So what I asked you to do, and this is the video from about 3 weeks ago, if I remember right, and we're going to see the results in just a second. I asked you guys, go out there and contact the businesses that you know. Don't depend on Wally to do 100% of this. I need your help with this. Go out and contact the businesses and say, hey, do you know about the 12 Super Days of Christmas? Would you like to donate? You know what? Now that they can see my keyboard, they can actually see me fake typing. That's pretty cool. Go out and contact them and ask them if they would like to donate. And off of that, then put a comment in this video. And if they convert over to a donor, then you get more points and other stuff. And we're going to pull a winner in just a minute. That was our hope. That was my hope. That was a request you guys had asked to get more diversity. And unfortunately, we only had 2 donors that were added off of that. And
really,
we're going to work more on that next year. We have to be able to get more diverse donors in this. I tell you, the donors that we have right now are just amazing, just simply amazing. And the gifts that we'll have are amazing. And I think we're blessed with this event to have them. But I think that we need different. Now, having said that, we have more new donors this year than I have ever seen in my life in this event. 13 years, and well, other than the first couple 3, but we have a lot of new donors. Okay, speaking of that video, we talked about sharing. I'm just looking at this. We had the 2 new donors. One was, bear with me for a second. I'm trying to read my writing here. 5 minutes first one, and you get special points if one of the donors or one of the businesses became a donor. We had Tyson Dallas suggested Full Views Apparel. I should know the donor's name, shouldn't I? Full Views Apparel and Pika 214 asked Catalina Morph mixers, and they became donors. So that's pretty cool. So they got special credit for becoming a donor. Those two people, Pika and Tyson, got extra credit during this giveaway. They got 10 points. The gifts that you can win, go ahead.
I was going to say, too, some of the ones that were contacted, they may have wanted to watch this year to just kind of get an idea of what this was, to understand it better before they donated. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just a thought that came
Thank
to my
you,
head.
Corey, for donating this year. And donors, please participate in the other gifts. Don't participate in your gifts, but please feel that this is your opportunity to promote yourselves as much as possible. Please, 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 please. And thank you. Okay, so here's the gifts. And the winner of this poll, if you're in the live stream, you can tell me right now which of these gifts you would like, and you can kind of keep this in mind in that. The gift number 1 is from Bobby Kovic, Gecko Cove. It's a gargoyle gecko, really nice gargoyle. And I don't think I have a page built on this just yet. But anyways, the gargoyle is valued at $400. The next gift number 2 is Denise Elder from D&D Geckos. It's 1 juvenile Chihuahua gecko valued at $300, folks. Number 3, Shelby McDowell, Tipsy Scale Reptiles. It's a group baby crested gecko 2-ounce bag of Lugardi diet, random flavor, sticker pack, random stickers, and free shipping, obviously. Stephanie Reisberg from Greenacre Exotics has donated a baby Urodactyloides Velarde valued at $250. So you get to choose. And thank you, Bobby. I see you're in here. Yeah, how about that? Share a picture in the chat, Bobby, of that gargoyle. I'm just kidding. You can't do that. I would love to. I would love to share pictures. So let me get over there right now. Nanette, anything to add about the 12 Supreme Day? Anything different that you have planned? And planned for this year. I'm going to go ahead and present another screen
to have you give me information ahead of time so that I know what I'm doing when I come into the live. No, Crystal's very excited about the kids' drawing. She cannot wait. She thinks it's going to be fun.
I think Crystal's going to do a great job.
I think she's going to, and she's really excited. She was talking about it today when we were out shopping.
I'm going to see if I can make this
just
a little
telling
tiny
Mickey
bit bigger.
all about it. So it'll be fun.
So I have all the names. I hope. I have all the names.
These are the names of the people that
submitted a comment. One of the requirements, I'm going to mention this just real quick. One of the requirements, obviously, the wheel. What did they say on the floor?
The floor.
Randomizer.
Start the randomizer.
Start the randomizer. Rob Lowe. We watch the floor like religiously.
Really
it's one of our what do they call that? Guilty pleasures.
Guilty pleasure. Yeah, it's the only one.
The
we
randomizer.
have all week.
So we have to have somebody say start the wheel. So I have no idea where I was going with this.
Neither do I. How they got in here.
How they got in. So one of the things I asked was contact the business before you put a comment. And I hope everybody did that. We're going to use some validation in this, and we might have to pick another winner later, but we'll see how it goes. So we had, hopefully everybody can see this. Yeah. We had 225 names. 225 names. Now, a few of those are, 10 times because the donor actually the business became a vendor, became a donor. The business became a donor.
Became a vendor.
And I'm just kind of going through here, and here's our wheel, folks. Can everybody read all of the names in there?
Oh my God.
Right? So I could do something here, I think. Check this out. We're going to try this. We've never tried this, folks. I've never tried this. I hope it works. If you remember when we did the live drawings, it's more similar to something like this. So we're going to do it. We're going to pick a name. Again, this is one of the 4 gifts: the Gecko Cove Gargoyle, the D&D Gecko's Juvenile Chihuahuas, the Tipsy Scales Baby Crusted Package, or the Greenacre Exotics Urodactyloides Velarde. Let's do it.
Oh, so
Listen.
instead of the spinning, we get to see this rapid movement.
Here it comes.
Cold-blooded gems.
Does that sound too much?
No,
I
I
bet
think
nobody
it's
can even
okay.
hear it.
Cold-blooded gems.
So congratulations,
And they need to
cold-blooded
pick
gems.
1, 2, 3, or 4.
You need to pick 1, 2, 3, or 4. 1 is the Gargoyle. 2 is the Chihuahua. Number 3 is the Baby Crusted Gecko package. Number 4 is the Urodactyloides. So I want to tell you folks, cold-blooded, if you go back to that video.
Put it in the chat.
Put it in the chat. Cold-blooded, are you here? If I missed it, put it again.
Frank, if you see it, let us know. Or J-Bug.
Thank you, Pika. Thank you for getting one of the businesses over as a donor. I know I'm slow on this. If you see the name, oh, there you go. He's here, folks. Okay. Anthony, if you want me to repeat those names, let me know. Mara, it's all in that video. It's hard to go through the rules at this point, and we already did the drawing. It was just contact a business about the toaster and then put a comment. Yes, do we have one?
New comments and see what he says.
I'm sorry. That's
pick number 1 through 4. Okay, you're welcome.
Anthony, pick a gift.
Does he know what they all are again?
Yeah. If you want me to read them over again for the 47th time.
Be nice.
I am nice. It's Anthony. He's such a good friend. Oh my gosh. Such a good guy. Baby. Anthony is all about educating.
I pick the what is it? Chameleon?
I don't know. What is it? You read it.
Well, it just went flying. I picked the chameleon gecko.
Which one was the chameleon gecko?
I don't know.
He's picking the Greenacre Exotics.
Because you didn't give me a note sheet tonight.
Nanette's notes are just all over the place. It's crazy to read.
Great.
Yeah. Take a look at that, folks. Congratulations.
But I did get the winner down.
Seriously. Congratulations. That's a pretty cool gift. Stephanie has donated so many amazing gifts.
Number 3,
amazing. Maybe. Okay. Next. We talked about the t-shirt. That's coming Monday. We talked about the stickers. We talked about the Cocoa Bomb. That's coming.
We didn't talk about
Monday.
What about the Cocoa Bomb?
I don't know. What about the Cocoa Bomb? We'll talk about it Monday.
Okay.
Okay, here's donors. If you're still here, if you've donated, I want to see some hands. I want to see. So raise your hand so I can see you. Raise your hands if I can see you. If you're a donor, I'm doing this. I can see the camera looking at me like, what do you want me to do? If you're a donor to the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas this year, I want you to put right now donor. Please put donor.
We want you to participate.
Because if you have hands, Marshall, Taylor, thank you.
They're just waving at you.
Yeah.
Now.
Travis, thank you.
At least
JP,
nice
thank you. Courtney, thank you. Oh my gosh. ML, IR Thumper, Chris, thank you. Did you? Yeah, with Pudge.
I just saw Pudge. I couldn't say.
Hooked on Geckos. I can't even read this. We've got a ton of donors here. So here's the big news. This is the big news of the night, I think. Well, other than, obviously, Anthony winning one of the big prizes. Are you ready for this? Should I hold the suspense anymore? Over the past month, what I have struggled with is getting, this is hard, folks. This is super, super hard. I have struggled for years, getting donors, getting businesses coming to me and saying, I'd love to donate an animal or a gift certificate. And them saying, but I can't handle this, the $70 shipping, $80, $90 shipping an animal. And if you have this year, if you've donated an animal, or if you've donated in the past animals, thank you. Thank you very much. But I've struggled with that because we've lost donors because they can't afford the shipping. But we've also had donors that have wanted to go above and have gone above and beyond, way past their means. We have, some small breeders that have donated amazing animals. I know it cuts into them as a business. I know it because we do the same thing for other things. But anyways, oh my gosh, what can we do? So for these donors, we could do a lot of things. Obviously, I can't pay for shipping for all of the animals. Just can't. I can't. The net won't let me. My bank account won't let me. But it was a real struggle for a long time trying to figure out what we could do. And I'm not saying that this is from now on, this is going to happen. But for about a month, I've been talking to people and trying to work this out. People probably already know where I'm going with this.
Yeah, they might not.
Travis, again, thank you so much. It's different. I've talked to a couple of people that have donated, smaller gifts, like I don't want to say smaller, but wonderful gifts like isopods that don't cost as much to ship as a, Urodactyloides velarde. Shipping an isopod or a 3D printed, we're talking about $5, $6, $7, and that's a lot for some people as well. But shipping a $70 to $80, $90 to ship animal hurts a lot, and it's hard. So again, for the last month or so, I've been talking to some people, and just last week, one of the people came back to me and said, well, how many animals are we talking about? And we have, I don't want to say the number, but they have agreed. And this is, kind of emotional for me because it's great to see people believing in the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas and doing things to help our donors, because I wanted to as much as possible, and they came through. So we have a number of shipping. This company, I'll mention the name in just a second. We have the wonderful ability to pay. It's not they are paying for shipping for some animals. Now, it's not all the animals on the list. Mm-hmm. How I decide which animals, and folks, I'm going to make the best decision that I possibly can. People that have come into the event early, people that have been in the event for many, 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 many years. I'm going to use the best judgment that I can, and I'm going to use up all of these free shippings as far as I can. If you've donated a gift certificate, we won't be able to hit those, but we can hit a lot of animals for you guys. Free shipping for one animal. Now, I know that there's some donors, and I'm trying to make this as fair as I possibly can.
It's hard. This one's a hard one.
I'm trying, and I'm going to be as fair and as I possibly can. But anyways, free shipping for one animal. So that takes that $70, $80, $90 right off the table for one animal for you guys. And I couldn't be happier.
And we did not know that this was going to happen until this week.
Yeah, it was just all of a sudden. And I literally right back to them and said, are you sure? And then I went, can you do more? Can you do, no, I didn't.
No, you didn't.
So this is Darian. This is through Morph Market, donating a bunch of free shipping for animals. Mm-hmm. And if I'm going to say, if you're not included, we're going to try to do as many as we possibly can. Obviously, he doesn't have, unlimited resources, and we're going to use the resources that we have as best as we can. But oh my gosh, Darian from Morph Market, thank you so much for donating all of these free shippings. How do you get free shipping? Number one, I think everybody right now, or tomorrow, or Sunday, or Monday at the very latest, you have to go out to Morph Market and you have to sign up for an account. It doesn't have to be a paid account. It can be any account. You have to be on Morph Market to even be eligible for this free shipping.
The donor
is going to receive this free shipping. The donors have to go out to thank you. If guys and girls, if you get a chance, go out to Darien,
Definitely.
post on social media and say thank you very much for all the free shipping you've donated. And this is a chunk out of his pocket. So this isn't, something like sending a free enclosure, although they're donating a free enclosure as well. But thank them on social media. Yeah, this is Bobby, this is amazing. So this gives obviously a lot of credibility to this event and a lot of support, and I couldn't be happier. So we're going to work on the details in the next couple of days. Landon is saying they feel bad for J-Bug and Frank. I must have missed something, but I feel bad for them too with all that they're doing here. Yeah, definitely get a Morph Market account. All right. Okay, if you chose locally only because of shipping, is that an option or change? It's going to stay the same, unfortunately. Yep. I would like to give as many as I would like to bend, as far as we possibly can, but we have a limited number of free shippings, and I'm going to use them as judiciously as I possibly can. But thank you for asking, and I hope everybody understands. I hope everybody, kind of sees that we're going to try to do the best that we can. This shipping is so much more reasonable. Their shipping is so much more reasonable than companies. Most shipments are less than $45. I'll tell you what, folks, if you consider Morph Market, Darien and I have talked in length about this in private conversations. I just can't believe they're doing this. And thank goodness for the other shipping. I'm not saying anything negative about the other shipping. This is just how it turned out for this event. Other shipping companies are doing a great job as well, but for Morph Market to get it down to $45 for a normal shipment ish, that's incredible. Okay, I spent enough time on this. I couldn't spend enough time, but I have. What you can do to help? We kind of talked a little bit about this. Frank wants free. I'm sorry, Laura wants free shipping on waffles. Yeah, absolutely.
On waffles, sure.
Yeah. Where was I? What you can do to help? What you can do to help is simply share as much as you possibly can. Share the event. And when you share, like if I post about a video, in the comment I say, in the text I say, link is in the first comment. When you share, if you can, I try to catch as many as I possibly can. But could you please, if you can, if you think about it, grab that link. So grab that link before you share, do a copy, highlight it, Control-C, share. And then once you share on the comment, just Control-V and paste it right in. And then people have the link that they can actually use to go there. Then watch the comments because I'm going,
trying to catch up.
Tyson is saying I had a donor recommendation who was going to donate multiple animals, nor do it because of the shipping. Too bad we didn't know about this sooner.
Yeah, we just found out.
About
what
it.
Did you get? Wednesday? Was this confirmed or Tuesday? And this was just confirmed.
I think it was Wednesday. So
it was because I came back from running my errands, and it was Wednesday, and you came in and said something to me. Like, you are not going to believe what just happened today. And I was like, whoa.
So why do, so will the gifts not selected and go by? Yes, absolutely. I'm sorry, Bobby. Yes, I should have said that. Thank you for bringing that up. The other 3 gifts are going right back into. I thought about that. We could do that, or I could get the Chihuahua, and I could, and the.
No, you can't win.
Okay, Nanette says I can't. Sorry.
Follow the rules.
Maybe that's going to happen. Okay. Share. Why do I want shares? Contrary to a couple of people that don't believe in the 12 supreme days of Christmas, I don't do this for money.
No.
I don't do it for views. I don't do it for the ads on YouTube. We're contributing from a money standpoint way more than we're going to make in the next month. That's besides the point. I love the fact that we get more subscribers, but in the end, that's not a huge benefit to what I'm trying to do with YouTube. I want more people subscribing for the content that we're creating on YouTube. Anyways, why are we doing this? Why are we asking people to share? Why are we asking? Why am I so vigilant about that request? It's because I'm trying to do as much as I'm trying to do as much as I possibly can for the donors to promote their businesses. The way that we can do that, the best way is to get exposure. The best way that we can get exposure is to get more people. We have 138 people watching tonight. That's fantastic. Last year we had in the 500, 600 people watching. We need more. And I'm not trying to be selfish. I want more people watching so that more people are aware of these donors and what they're doing. And all the donors in our 12 Supreme Days of Christmas, I'm not going to keep you folks much longer here, but we've got a live coming up in just a minute, so don't go away. All the donors in the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas, I vet out 100% and are good people. And if we have donors that don't hold to the same values that we hold in this community, we don't invite them back. And it's no offense, and I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but we have a certain standard of this is a community event, and we want it to be positive, and we're going to stick with that with moving forward. And so the donors that are in this event are good people that we should be supporting and we should give more exposure to. Okay.
All right. Clarify this because they're asking a question about the.
Go ahead. Which one? So Morph Market is offering to cover all the shipping this year for 12. No, they are not.
They gave us a limited amount.
They gave us a limited number of donations. It's a good number. It's just not going to cover everybody. That's why I'm not saying it's 28 or 50 or 100 or it's not going to cover everybody. But it is going to cover quite a few people. And I guess that answers the question. Okay. What else do you have? Anything?
That was it. That was
any other questions? Bring them up.
Big one. I just want to make sure we clarified it wasn't for everything.
Okay, it's phenomenal of them to do that.
I cleaned my notes up.
We are going to do a giveaway. So we're going to do the 3 live giveaways, folks. You guys, if you have other questions,
live giveaways.
We're going to do. What do we need to do to claim the shipping voucher?
You don't.
Number one, Bobby, is like I was saying before. You have to go to Morph Market. You have to set up an account. After that, I'm going to go through the next couple of days and I'm going to figure out how to divvy these up in a fair and equitable way.
Don't ask Darian for the voucher.
Don't ask Darian. Please don't ask Darian.
You have to give out the voucher.
Don't go to him and say, I really feel that I should get it.
Because I want it or whatever. Yeah. No. We're giving
what, Brandy, what is up with the waffle talk? Frank, you want to, as a moderator, you want to handle that? Waffles is evil. Who knows about waffles? Okay, I've got to set this up. So Nanette, you cover the show for a minute.
The waffles is a elf on a shelf, not a shelf on an elf like Wally says all the time. It is an elf on the shelf, and he appears throughout our events. And I believe there will be a game looking for waffles, possibly. Last year we had a hide and seek with waffles and different games. You'll see him in the background every once in a while. He did not appear tonight, though. Waffles is taking a nap because he's going to need his rest before the next event starts up here. So Waffles is just an elf, and Frank thinks he's evil, and he's not. He's a really nice elf. And he has friends this year. A couple of different people have brought us little friends for our elf. So you may see more than one elf show up. And when you do, you'll be told what to do about that. At that point in time, he's cute though.
Okay, I don't know if I can do. Thank you very much for handling that while I set up the screen.
I don't know how well I did.
So yeah, right. Okay, I'm going to present.
What do you mean right?
No, right. Me setting this up. That's what I meant. So I am going to go over here.
He is not evil. He's a good elf.
He's evil.
He is.
So not. I'm going to share. We're already sharing. Cool.
I don't know what you're doing.
I don't know either. So we're going to share the gifts and the pre-giveaway. So you can write this down now. Nanette, gift 1,
Free
gift 2,
giveaway.
and gift 3.
Free give
She's already writing this down, folks. This is
away.
crazy.
Gift 1, 2, and 3. I'm just gonna. Do I have to write down what they are?
No, we've got
Okay.
them. Yeah.
All right.
So the first gift is from Sublime Reptiles. It's a 1.8 ounce bag of BPZ melanistic. You guys can see the winner here. When we draw names other than the lives, obviously you guys are going to know the lives because you're here. But for the normal draws, we don't fill in the names for a couple of days. You have to really watch the lives to find out if you won or not. All right. So let me go back here. And let me...
And what now? How is this being done? Did they enter?
Yeah, we're going to talk about that.
Okay.
So this is the fun part for me because I have to find this. Okay, hopefully everybody can see that. Okay, so what we're going to do, I know. So you're going to put in the word notebook if you want to win that gift. If you don't have cresses or you can't use it, don't put in the word notebook. But once you put in the word notebook.
When you tell him, are you going to tell him to or not?
Yeah, put it in right now.
All right. And the timer is going on for a minute.
I don't know. I messed the timer up already. Okay, from this point on,
wow,
it's going to be a 1 minute. You do the timer thing. I've got too many things going on.
You got it going.
I know. So we're going 1 minute. So again, this is for that 1.8 ounce bag. Did you just dump the batteries? Oh, you're...
No. This is from Sublime, right?
This is from Sublime. Thank you. The word is notebook. Ziggless. Should I do Ziggy?
No.
Alexa, what time is it?
You changed it. Oh, you are rotten to the core.
I am rotten to the core. People are scrambling right now.
Right.
Alexa, what temperature is it?
Can you stop talking to Alexa? Ziggy's still sleeping, and apparently really sleeping.
Yeah, keep saying Ziggy, Nanette. Oh, there we go. Up. Okay. Time is up. I'm going to jump over here, and we're going to
pick a name.
Draw. Oh, Catching Krusties, Cody Walker. Thank you very much for entering, Cody. I mentioned before, Cody, Catching Krusties is a donor, and has entered for one of the other gifts. That's super cool. Thank you very much.
All righty.
Okay. Oh, I lost my gift picker there. So let's move that out of the way. And let's go ahead and show you the next gift.
Right, Strudies.
What's that?
Strudies, I think.
This is Strudies. I wish I had some of the Strudies handy that I could show you here, but we use Strudies downstairs. Probably in about 20 tanks. I love these things. So Strudies have donated several gifts. This one is a 3-pack of our smaller 3-inch mushrooms. Don't have a price here, but I think it was like $10.
Okay, so what's the word?
Okay, let me get over to the word. Okay, I'm going to get over to our screen. I'm going to take that off, and I'm going to show you guys what the word is. Anybody want to guess what the word is? Present. Share screen. I know I'm slow at this right now. We'll get there. Don't you love it? Don't you love it? The word is bird. Bird, bird. Bird is a word.
Bird.
Bird, bird. Bird is the word.
Bird. Bird, bird.
No, it's not waffles. It's not mushroom. It's bird. Bird is the word.
Bird.
Anybody, does that bring Family Guy to mind? No.
No.
No one? Anyone?
Even me.
Bueller?
I'm hungry.
I put the word bird up, and that makes you hungry.
I'm hungry.
You've got the timer going?
It is.
Cool.
Got about 30 seconds left here.
Oops. 30 seconds. What are we going to do in 30 seconds? I love that episode. J-Bug, is that better than the Willy Wonka Family Guy?
I had fun shopping today.
It doesn't need to be in all caps. It just has to be spelled correctly. You had fun. You had what?
I had fun shopping today.
We are done. 101, draw.
Draw. I got all that stuff I got to put away now.
Here comes. Here comes. So we're, Regina Thompson. I love seeing the, you just missed it name.
You're mean.
I am mean. You know that already.
Regina, congratulations.
Bird is the word. Bird,
and what
bird.
happens if they
Bird is the
win?
word.
What do they do?
Oh.
Okay. Frank, can you help him out? Because he can't remember.
If you have won, actually, you know what? Bear with me for one more minute, please. And I'll tell you what to do if you've won. Stay with the show, folks. Stay with the show.
Oh, J-Bug already put it out there.
Yeah.
She's on it.
We're going to try something different this year.
Oh, J-Bug. Good.
Yeah, sorry. I'm
Did
sorry.
you conference with them, by the way?
No.
Oh, you need to do that.
I know. I'm terrible. So here's my
goodness.
nemesis this year. I've actually gotten Geconidazed down pretty well.
Yes.
Now I'm off to this one. So
I can't see it.
Yeah, that's okay. So this is somebody has to help me with this. Minerid. I want to say Minerid. This is pretty cool. Isopod supply mystery box, branches, cork, dishes, decor, etc. $20. $20 value.
And the word is?
Let me get over there. Bird. No, it's not bird.
Can't be bird.
So I have to set this up, folks. Give me just a second. And I'll hide this one, and I will show you the word.
I think I'm going to decorate your whiteboard. It's bothering me.
The word is remote.
Remote?
Yeah. You know why? You know why I chose remote? Because I have a remote sitting in front of me. That's how creative my mind is. I have no creativity.
I was like, where did that word come from? So can I erase any of that off the board?
The next word might be pop can. I don't know. Or a coffee cup or
dinner.
No, so it might be
a hot turkey sandwich.
Phone. I don't know what it's going to be. This layout, I think, works really well. Did you set the timer?
Oh, yes, I did. Not set the timer.
You had one job.
And I'm fired already. Hey, but I cleaned up my notes. Look I can read them all. It'll be easier for you to read.
Again, this is for the Isopod Supplies mystery box, branches, cork, dishes, decor, etc. from Myriad Geckos. I'm sorry.
Well, and the problem is we can't have a correction on it because we aren't talking to anybody.
Yeah, it's only going to pick up the word once. If you started now and just hit Control V, it's just going to count it as one. I'm sorry, what did you say?
I said we don't have voice from them, so we don't know if we're saying it right.
Yeah.
They'll have to come on.
I will get it.
They'll have to come on to the show and tell you. I have a little one at my church group that I always say her name wrong too. It's Milena, and I always say Melina.
Oh, I think I've mispronounced every single person's name in this. Week. To have 109, let's go ahead and pick. Hopefully I'm showing it because, I am getting close, folks. Jennifer. Frankie. Hey, Frankie. Okay, so we talked about how to enter this live stream, and we're going to be doing these live streams my stomach is swelling too. We're going to be doing these lives every single show. So hopefully everybody kind of got a feel for this. Frank, I'm going to ask you to do something if you wouldn't mind, please. I should have hidden that a long time ago. Frank, I would ask you to go to the description of this video, and it's going to be in every single description. There is a form. And if it doesn't, this is a great test. This is a great test. Hey, Benjamin. Go to the description and pull that link to the winner's form. I think I called it the winner's form. And, you know, from this point on, Frank the Tank is going to show it in the live streams, but also, there you go. Thank you very much. Winners, if you won, did you get the names of the winners?
I got the 3 names.
Who are the 3 names?
I have a Cody Walker from Catching Crusties. I have Regina Thomas, and I have Frankie. Do you have a highlighter? Guys,
go to like highlighter over there, or I can't remember.
Across the room because we moved our desks.
Winners, you 3 winners, please go to that form. You might have to do a copy and paste, or you can just go to the description in this video, and then just click on the link and fill out the form. It's as easy as that. What it will ask you is the day. And for this day, it's the announcement. And that's a drop down. And then you can put the gift that you won. And again, do you want to read off which gifts? So
I just have Sublime was number 1 for Cody
Cody
Walker.
is number 1.
Number 2 was Strudy's for Regina.
Strudy's.
And number 3 was Near Red Gecko for Frankie. Number 3.
Cool. Number 3.
I don't know if I said that right.
If the form doesn't work, let me know. Message me on Facebook.
Yep.
Just do a PM and we'll fix it. This is completely new, and I did it literally a half hour before. And this will be a way that you'll put in your email, your address, what gift that you won. Comment down below, or a concern or question at the end if you have one. And then submit it. And we'll use that to connect the donors with the winners, if that makes sense. And again, if it doesn't work, we'll get it fixed.
We're saying something about it.
Okay, unless I'm not okay.
We'll fix
if it doesn't, we'll fix it after the show.
But just PM them if it didn't work.
Yeah. Let's talk about real quick, and I wanted to hold this to about an hour and 40 minutes. So we're right on time so far. We'll do this really quick. Day one, how to enter. We've got a lot of gifts for day 1. If you bear with me for a second, I'm going to tell you how many gifts. So day 1, we're going to have, I'm going to my spreadsheet. Did I say spreadsheet yet?
We did multiple times.
Day 1, we have 27 gifts.
We're giving out 27 gifts
night. We're going to give out Monday night during the live stream at 6 o'clock. It starts. And we have 3 for the kids too.
3 on top of the 27.
I think it's 3, yes.
Wow.
And day 1 value is 1,669 in gifts. How do you enter? Watch for the video on the Supreme Gecko channel for coming out at 10 a.m. Central Time. Tomorrow. 10 a.m. Central Time tomorrow. If I have time tonight to get to doing it, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a good video. We're going to try to have skits for every single how to enter video. So
we're
hopefully
doing a skit for this.
Every single one. We're going to do a skit for this
Another thing
tonight at night.
So in my notes, I need to put tell Nanette what's going on.
Okay, I just missed something. Catching Crusties, Cody, just contact me on Facebook. We'll get it to work. Don't worry about it. So 10 a.m. Central Time tomorrow morning for how to enter day 1, and it'll give you all the instructions that you need. It's going to be simple, to be very honest, but you have to watch the how to enters, because ultimately there's going to be some complexities to how to enter, and you don't want to miss a one. It's not going to be the same thing day after day of how to enter. Tomorrow's is going to be pretty simple, but hopefully it'll be fun to watch too. So we'll see. What else? Gifts. We talked about how to enter video. What's that? Oh, that's all I have.
In the box, so I don't know.
Well, you can't do it like that.
Well, somebody said it on there.
You can't. You have to do it like 7.
Box?
Come on, somebody do 7 better than Nanette. What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Okay, you've got to get some kind of a knife. I'm going to dance it sometime during the show, but not tonight.
I have it right here.
Oh, you're all set.
I am ready.
Okay, what is it? Who's this from? This is from I have no idea what this is.
Is this isopod?
ISO happy.
Isopods.
Yes. So she goes by
Thumpers
22 different
concentration.
names.
Yeah, there's like another name on here, so I wasn't sure.
This goes by
Thumpers Country
ML
Creation.
goes by 100 different names. IR Thumper, ISO Happy, Isopods, and more. It changes like by the hour. I'm just kidding you. Thank you very much for this. Is kind of out of the blue. I have no idea what this is. I hope it's not a live animal
Like
because it's been sitting. No, it just came in like today, like just before
right
the
when
show.
I got home from grocery or Christmas shopping.
She said it shows that it's been delivered. Did you get it? And I never replied to ML.
Oh, that wasn't very nice.
It's not. I'm a rude guy. Bobby, thank you for your kind words. It's a passion. It's a joy. Can you do that closer to the microphone? Can you actually tear it and then kind of? Yeah, I was kind of surprised it came today too. And Nanette's happy. You're not on camera. You're.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, yes, I am more than fortunate.
Gee.
Is that the first time you've ever used that? Oh my gosh. What the heck?
Oh
Folks,
my goodness.
this is beyond.
Look at him.
If I could come up with a word, it's way past wow. It's like 20,000 wows. So this is
it's a
shelf.
waffles.
It's a shelf on
it's
an elf.
An elf on a shelf.
It's a shelf on an elf. And folks, I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to try to hide myself. Can you see that? What is it wearing? No, it is not a Detroit Red Wing. I can't even say it. The words don't come out of my mouth the right way. It is not a Detroit Red Wings symbol, sports symbol. Is that not so cool? What's going right there? Maybe we need to build up the table with shelves on an elf characters. We are going to have fun with waffles. And who else? Waffles? Do we want to tell anybody?
We don't want to tell them all the other ones yet.
So can we do this? Can we go, this is mine.
No, there's specifics in here.
This is mine.
Oh my. All right. Wait, there's a note in here, so I'm going to read.
Okay. ML, you didn't have to do this. And folks.
This is unreal. Unreal.
It's the happiest Christmas in the world. Is that the way the song goes? Oh my gosh.
Look at.
Is this mine too?
Well, there's a note here for
okay,
us.
so
Gecko
she has it itemized. Okay. This is too cool. So ML gave these away last year, the year before.
Really?
At least, yeah. I wish I could do justice on this camera. Hopefully you can see that.
The new camera.
I think it's picking up. I've got my fingers all over. This is a crusted gecko, obviously. This is too cool. So what we'll do, my evil mind is already working, and this is going right.
Your evil mind.
This is going right outside Crystal's door, so that when she opens her bedroom door,
for Crystal and you.
Well, I don't care. So when she opens her door tomorrow morning,
she'll scream.
Right on the floor, she's going to see that.
She's going to be yelling that there's a gecko.
Oh, I'm so excited. I am so excited to do this.
She's watching the show downstairs, right?
She is not.
She is.
Is she really?
I think she's watching with her dad.
Son of
because he came home late. I can't open this. I need help.
That's one of the names. Syrup. Butter and syrup, right?
Butter and syrup are two of our new elves that were given to us this year.
Is this not crazy cool? It's got the white and the crust. The eyes are perfect. I don't know. Wow, this is so cool.
It's a sheepdog.
Now, I have my...
He's a sheepdog.
I almost said praying mantis.
Praying
I know.
mantis.
That's where my mind is.
There it is. Thank you. These are awesome.
Let's play. Oh,
isn't that cute?
Sheepdog.
Look at them.
I hope that gets. I'm gonna hit the table and everything's
gonna go flying.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was very
you did not
sweet.
Have to do that. Oh my gosh. There we go. We gave Wally and Nanette the 2 new owls called Butter and Syrup.
That is cute.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Very sweet.
I think this has been a
This
great
is
show. You guys
classic.
are awesome. You're awesome sauce.
You are.
Awesome.
We have fun.
And we do have fun. Again, it's so far looking at all the gifts and everything that's been done, it's an incredible blessing, and it's going to be a fun year, folks. We're going to do as much as we possibly can and give back as much as we possibly can. Thank you everyone very much. We appreciate each and every one of you. Join us. Watch the video tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Time for how to enter day 1. Then come back Monday at 6 o'clock if you want to watch the kids giveaway, or come back at 6:15 to watch the actual giveaway and stay for the after party because we'll have some fun. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Good night.